CJ, obviously you played against DJ Lagway before. What stands out about playing against this guy? Obviously, he's a really big guy. And Coach talked about, the biggest thing is just finishing against somebody that size. Just what's your experience been with that?
Yeah, like you said, he's a big quarterback. He's a bigger guy, so you got to tap him like he's a running back. He can get outside the pockets and still make throws.
CJ, what do you feel like the defense accomplished during the bye week, and what sort of y'all's mindset going into the final 5 games of the regular season?
I think we just accomplished, getting guys a lot of reps throughout the week, and focusing on ourselves, executing our calls, and getting back to some of our base fundamentals and technique and stuff like that.
Yeah, how has your relationship with Glenn Schumann evolved from your time as a recruit to now, third-year player and multi-year starter with him?
I think we just got a great relationship. Obviously we grew throughout the process until now. So, man, me and Coach Schumann got a great relationship for sure.
Yeah, you mentioned hitting on the fundamentals during the bye week. What were some of those specific things that y'all really harped on the few days in practice last week?
Just striking the block, getting off a block, not going 1-for-1 is awesome, making them tackle. Just, simple stuff like that, just doing simple better. So just playing football, simple.
CJ to your left. Where? What's your earliest memory of this rivalry?
I think my earliest memory probably was just walking into the stadium, no one there, then coming out for the game, and the whole stadium packed out. So that was my earliest memory of it for sure.
Obviously, you're a Georgia guy. Does this rivalry have any extra meaning to you? Just having grown up seeing it. I know you're from South Georgia, so just what's kind of the feeling you get trying to play this game?
It definitely means a lot. Like you said, I'm from Georgia. I'm a Georgia kid, so definitely means a lot in that aspect. So obviously the guys the history of this game before me, so that's why it means a lot to me.
CJ, not an issue here with Kirby and the continuity they've had here, but we're looking around and seeing all these coaches being fired and portal windows opening up. How hard would that be for a player, do you think, to lose a coach mid-season, and what is the value of being able to play at a place like Georgia where you kind of know the coach's future?
I think that's why you come to Georgia. You kind of know that the coach is going to be here, they're going to stick around. But for someone else, for their coach to leave, I imagine it being hard. I'm not sure how that process will go.
TJ, one of the things that Coach Smart talked about a few minutes ago as far as improvements he wants to see on the defense is better tackling. What are the things you guys have to do that, to be more consistent tacklers and to do that game to game?
I think he starts in practice, right? You got to be a good tackler in practice. Obviously, we're not tackling once to the ground, but you want to get good thuds, not half thuds. So he starts in practice. So just having a good week of tackling in practice.
Yeah, you guys have beaten Florida in Jacksonville. The big thing to do after the game is jump up in the stands and celebrate with the fans. Just what makes that tradition sort of special, and how much do you guys relish the opportunity to do that when you do win this rivalry game?
Because, they don't have to be there. They decide to come and be there, so it's a good time to interact with them, for cheering us on and our appreciation towards them.
What stands out about Jaden Ball? How does he compare to some other backs you've faced in this season?
I think Jaden Ball is a good back. He's a very patient runner. He's a very patient to get the hole. When he hit the hole, he's very explosive. He got some breakaway speed.
Another thing Kirby was talking about is wanting to see improved third down defense. What stands out to you as far as what the defense is doing on that down?
I think we got to force more third and longer type of situation. It's harder. It's gonna be hard to win third downs. You win 3rd and 1 a lot, so we got to force those thirds and longs.
CJ, what stands out to you about Florida's pass catchers and just the challenge they're going to present on Saturday?
They got some good receivers and some good catchers. Obviously, they can catch the ball, but man, they got some speedsters for sure. So it's gonna be a good little challenge.
How have you seen Chris Cole develop, especially with everything that Georgia asked him to do, playing inside linebacker and off the edge?
I think he's just doing a good job of just taking the reps. And, he's all about to reps. Obviously knowing the call, making the call, but he can go out there and rush too. So that's something he kind of is honed on his craft, and he's done.
What did the bye week look like just for you guys as a team? Did you guys just get away from football and watch some football together, or did you guys just kind of all go your separate ways?
Talking about the practice or just about the weekend? Some guys stayed around, some guys went back home. Some guys went back home together. So it was a mixture of both, for sure.
Yeah, is there anything that y'all tried to work on in practice to be able to come out and start fast as a defense in this game and going forward, or is that just one of those things that comes down to execution in the moment?
Yeah, it definitely comes out of execution. It's executing the right call, our discipline. My bad. I'll be in the right spot.
Got any more for CJ?
Alright, since this is the last one, Halloween's at the end of the week. I wanna know your costume that you loved as a kid, and if I come over to your house on Friday, what kind of candy we giving away?
It was crazy. My Halloween costume actually was a football player. Another crazy. Candy, probably like Hershey's cookie and cream, something like that.
You dressed up as a football player for Halloween?
Yeah, I had my recreation jersey on with my cleats. I wore it to school.
All right, CJ, thank you.
Thanks,
Good
CJ.
job.
Thanks, CJ.